Top of the morning, fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Carl the Cobra Froch. Get this. Carl Froch says, and he responds to Andre Ward fighting Anthony Joshua. He says Andre Ward wouldn't have an effing chance with Joshua. I'd enjoy seeing AJ knock him out. Oh, he said the big one shot would have been my concern with Anthony Joshua. He doesn't have the style. He's not like a big man like George Foreman. George knows how to tie you up and walk you down, back you up, wear you down. Joshua's trying to box and be cute as well. I can look out for that right hand a lot easier when you fight like that. So Joe Calzaghe would have been a tougher fight, a different style, a different mentality, Andre Ward said, okay? And that first response from from Carl Froch is him responding to that. He said, I think Andre Ward's comments on Anthony Joshua and Joe Calzaghe are effing ridiculous because Anthony Joshua is far too big for him. It would be a mismatch because of the size difference. I don't get where he's coming from. AJ is 6'6" and 18 stones. Andre Ward wouldn't have an effing chance, Froch said. Wait, there's more. Boxing is a weight-governed sport. Ward is talking nonsense. I think he gives Calzaghe a really tough fight, though. That's a tough fight for Calzaghe, a great fight, but he's talking bullshit about Anthony Joshua. AJ is too big and too strong for Andre Ward. I'd actually enjoy watching AJ knock out Andre Ward. I'd pay to see it. But Ward does beat Calzaghe. He doesn't really have any chinks in his armor. Calzaghe deserved to lose against Reed. Reed should have got the nod. He also struggled against an old Hopkins and an old Roy Jones. So you've got to pick Ward over Calzaghe. Whoa, okay. Let me counterpunch. First things first. Carl Froch responding to Andre Ward's claim about Anthony Joshua. Now that I think about it, when Andre Ward mentioned fighting AJ, that was once a thing. Okay, it was once a thing before he retired. You know, before he pulled the Roy Jones Jr. challenge, he decided to get out of the sport of boxing. But before doing so, he did talk about fighting AJ. And I think fighting AJ is I don't think it was what he thought it was going to be, especially AJ of that time. See, AJ at that time was a lot better, or he seemed to be a lot more experienced than any guy that started at age 19 or 20. Okay, for one. And he was a very disciplined trainer. You know, he was a hard puncher. And looking at what Froch said about him, Andre Ward's talking about big shots, and he's like not the same size as George Foreman. Let me tell you something. George Foreman was, I know George is big. He's big George Foreman, but the dude was like 6'3" or 6'2" even, right? 6'2", 6'3", one of those heights. Because I mean, he wasn't that much taller than Ali. I think, in fact, Ali and them were the same height. I think Ali was like labeled build 6'3". Okay, so him saying, oh, Joshua's not a really big man, now I think about it, that is kind of dumb because Joshua's massive. Okay, he's massive. And, even at the time, he was 250. And 250, if you add 50 pounds over 200, Andre Ward fought at what, 168, 175 even? You know what I mean? And then he tapped out. Okay, so he was like Bivol and them, their weight. So him talking about going 25 more pounds and fighting someone 50 more pounds heavier than that, that's a total of 75 pounds you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, he's going to bulk up in weight, but, it's a lot of factors. You ask yourself with Andre Ward, will he be faster? Will he be stronger? You know what I'm saying? Will the weight weigh him down? Who knows? We don't really know. Something will happen. but we don't know what that is in one shot. I think AJ is a good combination fighter. You can argue, well, Andre Ward can do good against AJ simply because Usyk did. You know what I'm saying? But Ward is no Usyk because Ward didn't fight at cruiserweight either. He didn't go up there either. So we don't know what he was like in the weight class ahead. And with Kovalev, the monster at the time, he struggled with him. The second fight, he got him. He broke his armor. But the first fight, he got dropped with not even a punch that was turned over right. That punch that Kovalev threw didn't really catch him flush. It caught him, but it didn't catch him the way it could have caught him. And he went down, and he was able because he has heart, Andre Ward, that's SOG all day. But, he was still he struggled. Okay. That was a fight for him. And that was at 175. Now, back to what Carl Froch says, he would effing knock him out and he would enjoy to see it. Listen, there are levels and there are reasons why they are weight classes. That's true. Andre Ward would have to fight a perfect fight to beat AJ and NC. And I think even then, Andre Ward, being Irish as he is, bro, he might get busted up. You know what I mean? He likes to fight in the pocket, but I don't know if he has enough. And I don't know if he has no kinks in his armor, but he is not a power puncher. So maybe if he was explosive like Roy was, then maybe. But someone like AJ fighting AJ in 2017 or 18, because that was when that was in discussion, people. And that was when AJ was just putting punches together, gung-ho, combinations galore. You know what I mean? He's in your face. He's throwing punches in bunches. So somebody like that, no, I think that he probably would get hurt badly fighting AJ. You know what I mean? But as far as Calzaghe, I think he beats Calzaghe because, again, Calzaghe fought Hopkins, and that was a pretty competitive fight, fighting in someone older. You know what I mean? Logic tells you, well, what if he fought him? What would he do with him if Hopkins was younger? You know what I mean? And Andre Ward, fighting Andre Ward in his prime, again, no kinks in his armor, he would have beat Calzaghe. However, let's say this. We all know where this is coming from. This is stemmed from the fact that Andre Ward beat Carl Froch. Okay? And Carl is Carl Froch for a reason. The Cobra is, he has bravado. He has pride. You know what I'm saying? He has ego. And I think this is what it is. He was like, I enjoy to see it. Yeah, he would enjoy Andre Ward to see him hurt because Andre Ward beat him. He was one of the guys that beat him and he never been able to redeem that loss. And I think that bothers Carl Froch. But any great fighter, Hall of Famer, like Carl Froch would, I think. Because things will go through his mind because of that competitive mindset. You know what I mean? So that's where it's stemming from. You know what I mean? But him saying that Andre Ward would get knocked out, that may be the case. But I think it's more so because Andre Ward beat Carl Froch. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Carl Froch stating that Andre Ward doesn't have a chance against Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.